Hi everyone, what is going on? My name's Jamie Palmer and welcome to another episode with the Binary Destroyer 7.0. Now this is going to be a very quick video. I'm basically just going to do some live trading for you using the pullback strategy. Now I've been doing these videos all of last week using this pullback strategy here, getting into trades with a 5, 10, 15 minute expiry or even Forex as well. And I was just showing you where to take profit and stop losses and your entry points. Now, the one thing that I really want to emphasize with this strategy, okay, because a lot of members have done this and said, you know what, Jamie, it doesn't work, and a lot of members are having great success with it. In fact, I'm not going to show you on this video, I'll show you on another one, but there are there's some BD members that are absolutely killing it with this strategy, and there's a lot of members that as well are struggling with the strategy. So I thought I would quickly go over some pointers doing this. This will go out to obviously on my YouTube channel for those that haven't joined us and are interested about the Binary Destroyer, and for the BD members that obviously have the Binary Destroyer. Now, this is a pullback strategy, and it's very important you understand that word, pullback strategy. What does it mean? Okay, now let's quickly go over to some, we'll go over to a blank canvas here, okay? I'll pop this like this, okay, as you can see my results here, and what it basically is, pullback. Now a pullback is basically when you have a trend. In fact, let me change it to a different color so you can actually see. Let's change it to a red. Okay, so as you can imagine, this is a trend up. Okay, then after every trend, whether that's a trend up or trend down, the market will always pull back, breathe, or whatever. Okay, it'll always trend up, pull back, or breathe, however you want to say it, okay, in the market, and then it will continue up. So we've got a trend up, pull back, and then a continued trend up. Okay, if you want to go into more detail with it, okay, you've basically got your higher high here, you've got your higher low here, and then you've got your higher high here. Obviously you'd have another high here and then another lower high, higher high there. Okay, so trend up creates a higher high, we pull back, creates a higher low, and then it continues to trend up, creating another higher high. And then as well at the top, you can say we pull back again and then continue up like this, which would ultimately give us again another higher high and a higher low. So trend up, pull back, trend up, pull back, trend up. Okay, now this pullback strategy is designed for us to get into trades on the pullback. Okay, and this is very important. Okay, this is a trend trading strategy. So what we want to be doing is entering trades with the trend. Okay, we do not want to be entering trades when the price is going sideways or consolidating, something like this. Okay, you notice how price will sometimes go like this and bounce in between a support and resistance area. So you got your resistance at the top, you got your support at the bottom. Okay, this is not a trend trading currency pair. This is a consolidation or ranging currency pair. Okay, and that's the big difference. When we're trading this strategy, the first thing we want to see in the market is the currency pair trending. So let's just quickly look at Euro USD. Okay, now what can I see with this currency pair? Well, first of all, okay, I'm just going to pop this over like this. Okay, first of all, I want to see a trend in the market, and I do this by looking at our BD zones. Okay, now remember, if you've watched my many videos out there, you will know that the new Binary Destroyer 7.0 does not repaint, meaning we can actually use the zones as confirmation of a trend direction. Okay, so for instance, as you can see here, okay, the price is below this green BD line. Okay, and if I actually zoom in as well, you can see how the TCA line, okay, if I just bring it up like this, okay, you can see how the TCA line has turned red. Then the market pulls back, it turns green, we trend down, we pull back, trend down. Okay, so you can see here how we initially crossed over into a downtrend. Okay, notice how the TCA line and the BD line has crossed over here, okay? And what we've actually done with this currency pair is trended down like this. Let me change that to a different color. I'll change it to white now so you can actually see. So we had our trend down like this. We had a pullback. Now notice this pullback arrow, okay? As you can see, this was a winner because what we've done is we trended down and pulled back. This is our entry for the market because I can see the trend down happening. I can see the pullback happening. Okay, and as you can see here, this was a winner for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, or even on Forex as well. Okay, now notice how the currency pairs trends down. It pulls back again. Here's our second pullback arrow. Okay, and again, we trend down, we pull back, we trend down. Okay, so all along I can see this downward trend movement. Okay, trend down, pull back, trend down, pull back, trend down, pull back, trend down. Okay, so let's look at now the signal on which I enter the market. Okay, now if you see my entry point here, okay, what am I looking for in the market and what gave me a confirmation to enter here? So first of all, I can see that the TCA line has crossed over the BD line, which gives me my entry point to say, or gives me my confirmation to say, yes, a trend change is happening. So we're going from a downtrend into an uptrend. Okay, so I can see that with the price is turning, we're now going into an uptrend. Now my second confirmation is a trend and pullback movement. Okay, I want to see higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so let's just go over the higher lows and lower highs in the market. So you can see my lower low there, you can see my lower low there. You can also then see my lower high and my high and then another high here. Okay, and also looks like we're creating a second higher high there. Okay, so if we actually draw up all the lines, you can see trend down. Okay, and in fact we didn't actually pull back, we actually created a first high. So we have a trend down and then we created our first trend up, giving me a higher high there. Okay, now we pull back. Okay, and we get our first pullback arrow here. Notice as well, the stochastics has crossed over, telling me the market is oversold with the BD arrow, giving me that extra confirmation. Okay, and as you can see here, we now rocket it up into this trend up momentum. Okay, so this is what I look for. Okay, you can see it's quite simple now if you actually break down what's on my chart. So trend up, a pullback, BD arrow, stochastics oversold. Okay, and then we continue up as well. So trend up, pull back, trend up. And as you can see here, this is why I entered the market for a 15-minute expiry. Now you can either enter this on the arrow or you can enter this on the stochastics here. Okay, but nonetheless, both signals, okay, whether entered on the arrow or the stochastics on Forex or binary, was a nice winner. Okay, so this is what I look for with this strategy. This is a pullback strategy, a trend trading strategy. Okay, so I want to clear that up now, and this is why a lot of members have great success with it, because obviously they understand the trend in the market and they actually look at the bigger picture on what's on their charts now. Okay, if I show you, let's just show you another example of this, and I think it was on gold. Okay, here's another example on gold. Okay, so let me find you one that's actually happening. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's a better picture here. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, with what's this? This is GP CAD. Okay, notice how we've crossed over here. Okay, so we've crossed over here with our two lines, which is telling me a possible trend trade is happening, or trend change is happening. Okay, we cross over here and we pull back, we trend down again and then we pull back again. Notice the BD arrow, notice the stochastics crossing over, and then we continue to trend down here. So again, this is another perfect example of a trend change, trend down, pull back, trend down. Now you can actually count this movement here as well. Okay, you can also say, look, we trend up. Okay, the only thing that I would say is slightly risky about this setup here is, yes, a 5-minute expiry here would have been perfect, but there's no real pullback movement. Okay, it's almost like we just trended up, pulled back, trended up, and then trended down again. I want to see this actual pullback movement. Okay, let me just show you an example of my pullback movement. Look at the pullback here. Okay, it's tiny compared to the beady arrow. Yes, look at the pullback here. Okay, this is an actual pullback in the market. Trend down, pullback, trend down. Okay, we're looking for a deep pullback momentum. Okay, again, when I say the deep pullback, look at Euro USD where I entered that trade. Okay, you can actually see the actual pullback happening. Okay, and this is what I look for as well. Here's another example here as well. You see, I want to see an actual pullback in the market. You can see here, trend down, pullback, trend down. Okay, now what we can do as well to give us an extra confirmation on a trend down or pullback is actually including a zigzag indicator, which is completely free in MT4. You know, you can just have this set. We'll change this to white so you can actually see, and we'll do, I believe a 12 might be fine. Yeah, you see here, you see how it gives us that trend down, pullback, trend down, pullback, trend down, pullback. Okay, and then here, okay, even though we didn't actually pull back, what I normally do with this zigzag is I change it to a 10 or an 8, so it gives me a better confirmation of a, look, there you go, that's better. So you can see the actual trend down, pullback, trend down, pullback, trend down, pullback, trend down, and then trend up, pullback, trend up. Okay, so this is what I look for with entering that market. So we're just going to wait for these trades to come into the money, and then that will be the end of that video. And like I said, I hope you learned something from it. You know, it's quite simple once you actually break down the charts and what you look for. What I want all the BD members to do this year is to actually let me know in the VIP group, or let some of the training admins know why you're entering trades with the 7.0. So yes, a trade might meet the rules, but just post a picture of the setup and give me the reasons why you took it. So yes, I can see a trend happening, Jamie. I can see the crossover happening. I see the pullback happening, and this is why I entered the market. And then only, or I suppose only then, I'll be able to see where your mistakes are and your strengths and weaknesses are as a trader. So we'll just wait for these to come into the money. As you can see here, 3, 2, 1 here, which, you know, as you can see, nice setup. And yeah, that is today's video. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.